Howdy, howdy.
Whoa, what the hell?
You okay?
I just managed to get my horse over the gate, but not myself. um,
Wait, I want to see this.
well, like, I don't know how this happened. Well, that okay. Well, that was a thing. No, anyway, I was waiting for you to get back because I did think maybe we should talk to Rory.
Okay,
I
you
just
can do that now.
pop her
I need to
open.
find Stefano. I was just checking in on you guys. Oh, speak of the devil.
Right now she's taking care of crows. E-Rock, thank you for the follow.
Nice try, Koi. Tyler, yeah, Tyler.
Is he a vampire?
Can he leave? Yes.
Yeah, can he leave? Alright, there you go, Tyler, you're free.
Don't
What?
run! Maybe he shouldn't leave.
Alright, listen, I have some, like, if you, like, let me finish.
Yeah.
Take
Oh.
it easy. Do not run. First and foremost, you were critically wounded. I don't know the means on how you were critically injured. You were critically injured. You cannot run. First off.
Okay.
This is not clearance to ride a horse. You can walk places. Take it easy. Keep your bandages clean. Keep your wound clean. Do not rub dirt in it like a crazy person. Don't roll around in things. You know, normal. Don't bolt out the door like a crazy person.
Can I take a stroll?
Also,
like,
nice toenails and fingernails.
Oh, thank you. I know them. They are nice.
Can you what?
No, if you want.
Can I just take like a nice little stroll?
Maybe one day.
I can
sometime,
walk.
maybe.
And
Yes.
Maybe.
walk to town
The horse
or
barn?
something.
Do we need to paint
I
that
do
couch
want to say
purple?
you have more horses. You have more horses that are available to breed right now than you've had in a very
I
long
can't
time.
ride them.
I mean, I could help
They're lined
you.
up for
At some
you.
point,
Oh, they're
Yeah,
lined up
or
for me?
the-
if you guys, I mean, I'm gonna be here all day, and if there's a chance you're gonna breed them, do you think maybe if there's a
Yes.
could
It's
possibly
really late.
catch one?
Yes.
You're going to be
So-
here all
Okay.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Really?
Oh.
Maybe. Unless I decide to kidnap somebody.
Hi, Doc Jacobs.
Miss June, how you doing?
Oh wait.
Doing
hold
okay?
on. For this.
Oh, do you have a moment to
Why'd
speak
you
in
get
private?
strapped in here?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Okay,
actually
where do you wanna
reminded
go
me.
talk?
Just outside somewhere.
Perhaps it would be better for all of us to sort this out.
Okay.
Wait. I can't kidnap you until I get a new horse.
Oof.
Who's talking about kidnapping you?
Clay is kidnapping somebody.
Koi Celeste. Not Koi Celeste, Koi
okay.
Alyssa.
Oh.
Alyssa.
You know, I don't know if this has to be a
I'm following
an
you.
inside conversation. Okay, yeah.
I don't think it matters.
No, so Sam's injury.
Sam? Sam. Yes, Sam.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, Sam. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I was, when you said Sam's injury, all of a sudden I thought Sam got injured while I was
Yeah.
sleeping. Like, our Sam?
I did that first,
was
and then I
real worried.
realized it clicked.
Okay. Alright, no,
Oh.
yeah, it's okay. Yes, Sam's injury. Keep going.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Because I've spoke to Stefano and I think we're on the same page, but I
My
just
thoughts,
wanted some.
he had gotten shotgun shots to the shoulder. He got pistol whipped many, many, many times from my understanding, like a whole lot of times. The symptoms he's showing presents as if he had, well, I know for a fact he does have a major concussion.
All right, agreed.
His symptoms present as if there is internal swelling as well, which is causing him troubles with motor function, troubles with talking, troubles with all the basic things that he is having troubles with. Memory loss, stuff like that. Currently, I have him on a regimen of wolf's water, cranberry, and the aspirin tonic. The
Of
aspirin tonic
which
should reduce
I give-
inflammation immensely.
I give him some soothing syrup for that wolf water.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not medicinal. Soothing syrup, I don't
Yeah,
believe, right?
just letting you know. No, it's just
Okay.
taste.
But yeah, the regimen of aspirin tonic should help with his pain, and also it should alleviate a lot of internal inflammation if that is what's wrong. But yeah, that's what my thoughts are. What do you
Alright,
think?
by inflammation, are you referring to brain swelling?
Yes.
Okay. When you were bandaging him up, and I'm assuming you're the one that did that, did you by chance notice any fluid in his ears or anything?
No. I did
Any
not.
scalp laceration?
He did have cuts on his head, from where it looked like he did get bludgeoned by guns.
I'm
Makes sense.
assuming you looked over the area and you didn't see any skull fractures or anything major?
I did not, but he did have slight. It's like any concussion, even if there's no skull fractures visible. He did have like a slight indentation on certain locations. So, and his symptoms do present like he did have a concussion. He had a hard time staying awake yesterday, etc., etc. We've also been icing his head intensely to keep swelling down.
Okay.
On top of that, he
Alright,
passed
There's
out
not
again
we're
today while trying
There's
to
not a
to just move his fingers. He passed out today.
My worry is I'm wanting to see how all this medicine
The
and the
fuck happened
icing
in the
and
background
other
there?
things that we are doing
Koi, Alyssa,
work,
goat.
because currently the integrity of his skull is so
Fragile.
fragile currently that and I've watched people in the West try to do operations on the head before, and it ends up being very primitive, and it can
Yep.
be very
Yep.
dangerous, and
Yep.
the people normally die. So I really don't
Yeah,
want to
it's
have
a fact
to drill
alive
any
out here.
burr holes or
We
anything.
don't have the tools.
Exactly.
We don't.
We don't have the
Exactly.
tools for any of that.
I wanted to make sure we were on the same page with that that's not a thing that I am willing to do.
No, and neither am I.
course.
If we were,
just wanted to make
like
sure.
I said to him, if I was back home and I had like hospital equipment at the available, yes, like I'd consider something. But for him right now, I just wanted to make sure that the diagnosis I thought from the symptoms I heard.
McDougan,
Buddy?
thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
So earlier I was talking to Jacobs here, and I wanted to buy a donkey if there's one available for sale.
Yes. Give me like 5 minutes, maybe, probably. Okay. All right. But no, okay. So I was making sure to put that out
Welcome,
there.
Raiders.
making
Can I get a
sure you
shout out
guys
from
knew, because
McDougan,
I've had
please?
doctors in the past come to me asking me to help them operate on
McNugget.
people's heads before, and people have asked me to open other people up in their heads, and I'm not okay with that. So good.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
think we're all in
I
agreement
think
on
we're all
that.
in agreement there. The one thing that
Perfect.
was mentioned, I was down at Sundance and it was brought up, was an induced coma. Now, I personally do not think that it is worth the risk. And like I talked with Jacob as well, Wayne, and I don't believe we have the proper
I don't either.
people
A
around.
lot of the things that certain one specific Sundancian always would recommend when they're it can be very extreme, especially for where we are and what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't think that is a smart idea. We
Me
have very
neither.
limited ways to monitor him, very limited ways in order to make sure he doesn't stay in a coma. I'm not willing to take the risk of putting him into one of those at all.
I believe
Not
we're
in
all
his
on the
state
same page.
currently either.
Yep.
Perfect.
It was
Okay,
still,
good.
it was just an idea that was brought up, and I figured it's an idea. I'm going to bring it forward. Doesn't mean I agree with it.
Too risky. Too
This is
risky.
If we
exactly-
had,
I know
if we
I've
had
seen
trained people or more people that had a basic idea, it would
Yeah, of course.
be something viable we could consider.
I didn't think
But
it
yeah,
was going.
It's not possible.
I didn't think it would be.
Personally, I have seen people come back from worse than this, and I'm hoping, and every case is different, so I'm hoping if we keep on top of it and keep on the medicine that we are giving him, I want to try to get him some honey aloe tea because it will promote regeneration of just his whole body, like any soft tissues, any other things inside of him. It could help with the healing process, so I want to get him on that as well. But hopefully with him practicing his motor functions, keeping him talking, keeping him busy cognitively, I think he can be okay. I'm hoping.
A
Talk to
positive
Celeste
sign I've
already.
seen today, he
Can I
was
get a
able
shout
to
out
get
for
up and
McDougan,
move
please?
around, albeit
Somebody
it was
shout
somewhat
him
of
out.
a crouch. He says he can do that in like spurts. So I think
Yeah.
that's a good indicator that
Good.
he's on a path to recovery. But yeah, it's gonna be
It's very
It's gonna be
slow
a
baby
bit.
steps. When I
Baby
this is
steps
not
is
something
all we
like
need.
tomorrow he's gonna
Yes.
be out running around.
when
or
I
something.
talked with him, he is pretty obviously very distraught about it, and it sounds he sounds very scared. I talked with him. I mentioned that it's going to be slow steps and very slow steps, and if he tries to take leaps, it could do more harm than good.
And I've talked to Celeste already about
So-
possible outcomes,
Especially
positive
since
and both
just
possibly negative.
just by him
both.
trying to move his fingers too much, he passed out. It's just
Well, I did put the canvas in there on the signpost for him, so he can practice his writing. He said that you told him he should do that, which I think is good.
Yes.
I would
No one.
suggest, because
No
I've
one
seen
is.
in the past, talking to him like a normal person and making sure he is engaged as often as possible.
Exactly.
He's gonna
That's
promote
what I
some
told to
things.
Celeste too. hmm
Okay.
Celeste has been just talking with him and being with him. Because I did tell Celeste to do that too. We just want as much cognizant like participation, I guess.
Yep.
The more that we can keep his brain warm in that respect, the better it is. Hello, West.
oh, maybe Tyler
I
can
don't
sell
have
a
the
donkey.
donkeys lined up yet, but all the horses are. Yeah, there's a person who wants to. Well, he can't ride a horse.
I can't.
He can pass the reins.
Was he cleared to leave the hospital?
Yes, I cleared.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna answer to Celeste if he wasn't. So.
Happening, kid.
Hi.
Oh, look who it is.
Hi, Mama. Good morning.
All right.
Hi,
Well, I'm gonna go
Elizabeth.
keep Sam company in the hospital.
Hello.
Okay.
So if
Sounds
anyone
good
needs
to
me,
me.
that's
It's the Murphys.
And Crow.
Hey, Stefan.
And crochet.
And
Hello.
Crow. That's me.
I am not a I am not a Murphy yet.
I'm assuming
That's right.
Sam, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Sam.
Oh,
Celeste.
Stefano.
You just never saw it.
What, what do you think?
I guess,
What did you
uh,
expect?
I'm down at Bellamy chilling out. I mean, Hunter is. I mean,
Like you literally came to my home. What do you expect not to find me here? Oh, you need to get inside.
worry.
You didn't run his. You didn't run.
Yep.
Okay, so you're saying if Tyler complains about his heavy workload, he's just being a sissy.
I'm saying yes.
Water?
I'm saying I know a fella that used to do this like 4 times as much while wearing pink. That's all I can say. While wearing his hat
Well,
Tyler size.
That's quite
What's wrong
the quite the achievement.
Uh-oh. Alright, Asher,
Ain't
you
nothing
just
wrong
threw
with it.
one out the...
He just the fella was
fine.
also dressed up on top of doing everything else.
Oh dear.
He had a mohawk like mine too. Only he was only like I don't know, maybe 4 feet tall. 5
He's
feet
quite a
tall,
short
something
man,
like
this.
that. So the haircut,
He's
his
quite
haircut
a
was
short
like
man.
as tall as he was.
So he looked like a little rodeo clown.
Yeah, exactly. a fancy debutante rodeo clown.
Okay,
Interesting.
some of these donkeys are really good, and some of these donkeys are kind of meh.
I'm gonna
Like,
go
we
to
can't-
the cow barn, Josie.
just can't get it all to go onto one paper, like one donkey.
I
Gotta keep
believe
trying, that's all.
It's literally
Really
all
kind of
but
excited to see
one.
what comes from the horses.
you'll catch one.
Well, I'm
hoping
really
black and
hoping.
white.
I'm
Black and white
really
buckskin
hoping
here,
that
that's really good.
the black and
Yeah, I
grayish
like that one too.
one. I want that one
Life has
so
claimed
bad.
that one.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, that
So
one's
look at
Blythe,
horse
and
now.
then, I think
I
the
get
next
the
one that
next
comes out.
one out of it.
Yeah, Mr. Tyler, or Tyler, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What?
Can Koi have the third one that comes out? Why are you laughing? It's not funny. I'm working on it. I'm trying.
It doesn't seem like what's wrong
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, boy could have the third one.
Thank you.
At some point,
I'll
I
charge
need
him
one of
double, though,
y'all
because
like
he got
Is it
those
bedtime,
skills.
Rory?
Alright, that's
Well,
fine.
Okay.
But if I pay
well,
for it.
it's bedtime for her.
All
Okay,
the donkeys
you
are
get
girls
half off
except
if you
two.
pay for it.
That's pretty
Okay. Let's go to
Oh,
bed.
Actually,
So-
listen, you get horses for
Good night.
free.
Of the town right now.
Oh.
Is Lucas around or anybody?
What about town? What?
any of the den.
I said who's in charge of the town right now? I don't know if like Lucas is around or anybody
Jew?
that's like got some say.
It's pure chaos.
It's anarchy.
Pure
chaos.
chaos. Okay.
As far as I know, the only official round is June.
Whoa,
Well,
windmill.
Did Mr. Jacobs go to bed?
And
Yeah.
More than likely, he's
We,
usually in bed by this time.
want to make sure we don't sit up too close to y'all, or gonna be in a bad
From
spot.
what-
so we want somebody
from what I
Keystone to
saw-
look at the place
I
and
saw
make
it.
sure everything's okay.
I saw it last night. That's
Oh.
why I gave you the palisade, because I saw
Yeah.
the gate, because I saw
Okay.
it last night. Like, it's just fine.
Oh, do you want to catch this one?
Um.
Hold on, let me get on it real quick.
Ah!
It is
Ah!
a really good horse.
No, where did she go? Where did she go? No, no, no.
Yeah, it's like 5-year-old.
Oh, that is a really good horse.
Boy.
Hey, come on, bunny.
Watch, an orange draft is gonna come out, and I'm going to die in the end.
I swear.
I hope horse comes out.
I would be
Make sure-
like
make sure you
super,
I want to catch a
super
big horse.
ecstatic
Catch it.
if one of those,
Where are we taking
like the
them?
gray and black
Where are we
ones,
taking them?
popped out twins.
Shit.
Maybe
Okay,
like-
so probably move
Did
them
y'all-
over here.
did y'all read the
Which one?
Oh,
Please.
Red's spade marigold, or somebody's spade marigold, so she can't breed.
Oh, he shouldn't have. I don't think that was us that did that. We never spayed a horse.
I don't think it was either. Red has never given me a horse that was fixed before, so I thought it was odd.
We ain't never fixed a horse. I never told him how to even do that. It's not something we do.
I know.
Please,
But,
fix
I've never
yourself.
had a horse that
Okay.
was fixed.
Okay.
Talking to
All
us
right. We're
sometimes.
okay. We're okay.
Yeah.
She is definitely fixed. Marigold will not be having babies.
That's terrible then.
Oh, it worked perfectly.
Rory has the
Ah, it's the best I've ever
Or
done.
Roxy has the other orange horse.
I don't have a note. Shit.
Get that one bred up. Maybe I will. I guess Roxy was in the house at the time that Helen was around. Maybe she spayed.
I'm assuming that she may have, and like Red didn't know when he brought the horse over.
I need a note. I need a note. Also, hi, hey Maggie. What's up? How you doing? Hello. Thatch and fiber. Yeah, that was genuinely somewhat terrifying. Watching her body just poof like that.
Just watch.
I'm gonna get down.
Just watch. A gray and
Aw.
silver or a gray and black horse is gonna come out, and he's not gonna be able to catch it. It's going to be terrible.
Oh no.
Like, it's gonna pop out twins, and he's going to be so sad. Oh no.
We just put him down there next to it when he wakes up. Be like, good job, you caught the horse.
Tucked
It'd be okay if I caught it for him. If there's two.
bed with.
That'd be alright.
Oh.
I mean, he ain't awake to do it. Wait, you're gonna leave it to starve to death, or
Yep.
Not
He'd
Why
like
are
it
you,
if I caught it.
Lucy? I did
night
not
table.
I can't wait to see all
Well,
the
one
ponies.
female.
I need to go
Chaos in
to
the
sleep,
barn
but
over here. They had like
okay.
8 donkeys out of 6 mothers, and now the
Um,
Oh, really?
Ooh. Oh wow.
I'm trying to think of what to rate here for this more.
Then you're a boy too, you SO.
It's so it's a good name for that horse. You already said it.
With you. Lovely.
Aw.
God dang, you know how many I have of those?
They're so pretty.
1,
They
Lovely.
are pretty. Good.
3, at least 3.
I have like 5. I have 5.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping for this one to be really good. Really, come on.
Come on now.
Please.
Come on, Pink.
One horse right here. It's gonna have a horn on its head and wings.
Twins.
Fire coming from its hooves.
Twins. I really want Koi to have a horse that looks like this because he wants one. Twins.
Y'all know who started this?
I will
mess?
always be
Who
there
started
with you,
this?
no matter what. I love you, Papa.
Oh.
That is not even close.
Oh, get it wrong.
I mean, it's close. It's black and white. It's just on the back if you want.
Oh. Doesn't mean we can't get another one though.
That's right.
True.
I've gotten like 2 females out of this. Okay, so.
Oh, hi, Miss Hazel.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I need to make sure I do the run.
Feel pretty good today.
That's good. I'm glad.
Alright, she is all tucked into bed, nice and nice. Oh, it looks like
Koi's feet are like
Koi
hanging off.
slept as well.
Like this is. They're like hanging off the edge of the barn. It's really funny.
That don't seem safe up there.
Is
Oh, they are.
He's not awake, right? What?
No, he
passed
fell
out.
asleep.
No,
He
he's
passed
not.
out.
He
Oh my
definitely fell
gosh.
asleep. I'm kind of actually. I'm going to move him.
That's
I'm
probably a good
afraid to
idea.
move him.
Just be
Well,
careful.
I don't want to drag him down a ladder. Like, there's only like 2 ways down: a ladder or falling, and both of those sound like a terrible idea.
Oh,
I
here,
guess
I've
I could
got
drag
it.
him
Let me see.
farther
Maybe just
up
move him
the
back
roof.
from the edge.
I just don't want him to fall off when he wakes up.
Come on, son.
Right.
That.
He's used to
I had to
fall.
stop yourself yesterday. Maggie almost
Dude,
called
what is
Stefano Luigi.
You don't like it?
Really?
Come on.
Did she really? Oh my god.
And then right onto the hay bale.
How long till the next baby?
Mr.
Really
Standing Water,
close
you're
now.
smart.
Oh man.
20 seconds. There it is.
And then onto the ground.
I'm gonna just chill here for a minute.
Aw,
I'm gonna
baby.
go grab something to drink. I'll be right back, guys.
It's really uncomfortable,
We
but
got
that's okay.
someplace to put them.
I think these are pretty close to perfect
He'll wake up.
paperwork horses almost.
We'll
Just
right
need
up
that
here
stupid
next to
ass
the seat of
kick.
horse paperwork. You said ass
Stupid
kick.
ass kick or a stupid
Uh,
kick?
You had a stupid ass kick. Weird.
well, we have a horse, a female.
Oh, baby.
Baby.
Another Odin.
Look at this.
Oh,
It's not
Hurry
an
up and
Odin, it's a
sit.
Scorch. Scorch was the first one.
Yeah.
Actually, Miss Alana had the first one of those. I don't know what she called it though.
What?
Way back when,
What?
a black and brown buckskin like
2
that.
mutations?
We found
Sure.
it the day she come in the county.
Say 2.
Very
Apparent.
confused.
Penguin and this.
Not the stamina.
This is. Well,
That one
actually,
has the mutation.
no. The mother has 2 mutations. That's why it has 2.
Trying to
The
think
mother
of
has
what the
2.
mutations on the mother.
Oh no, I'm trapped by donkeys. Ah!
Okay, I need to do
30
my run of
30.
horses.
Do it 30 seconds.
Dip.
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 I have a slew of male horses.
Charlotte, baby.
Oh,
A veritable,
I got.
veritable stable, if you will.
I got I thought that was a black buckskin, but everybody would have been like, and then it would have been like, oh, that confirmed it was a black buckskin, but it's not.
I would have caught the horse before
Oh,
moving the
Papa
mother.
Luigi.
That was the case.
Oh, really? Is that?
Wow,
So, like-
Asher, wow.
I've got
Pretty
some more
early in the
vodka.
morning to beat that fella up. We know Tyler
So I'm
don't
gonna
like
take
getting up in the morning.
I'm gonna
so that
I'm gonna
ain't
take a swig just of straight vodka right now, guys. Just real
Water?
quick.
Water.
He said he'd have caught that horse before anything else happened. He's like, oh, really? You would have? And I said, yeah, you gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get one over on Asher. But you don't like to get up early in the morning, so that ain't never gonna happen.
Oh man, that's true. Asher's usually up way earlier than me.
I just took a swig of vodka.
Man, I had a 2 seconds.
And I chased it
Come on.
with vodka and lemonade. It's a lot of vodka.
You also have the hyper white.
Hyper white.
Well, the gray pattern
a
of
lot
this
of
horse is
vodka.
actually white, and it's just the other white is so bright that it makes
No, the gray
normal
pattern's
white.
actually
No,
gray.
Yeah,
Oh,
Is it really?
Because it's
Oh, look at that.
snowfalls, baby.
It's fam. It's not even. It's Monday. It's not even
That's
Sunday, Carson.
Yeah, that is.
And I got work off tomorrow and school off tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. That's definitely correct.
So
I
it's
would love to
basically
see a
it's
hyper
basically a
white
weekend for me, my guy.
Sorry, Miss Weasel.
Yes.
It's basically a weekend for me.
Station pass.